Howdy everyone, my name is Tara Cruz and today I would like to share with you a brief tour of the Gmail interface in your inbox and show you some basic features of Gmail. I hope that you can find this tutorial useful for yourself, for your students, and for your parents as we are able to use this email feature from Gmail as a form of communication. I'm going to take you from the very basics of how do I access my email account and then show you some other features like grouping contacts and creating labels. Let's get started. Here are the objectives of this tutorial. At the end of this topic, I hope that I'm able to show you how to compose and delete emails, create group emails, create tabs, and also archive emails. To access your email, essentially we want you to use Google Chrome. And when you click on Google Chrome, you can access Gmail at www.gmail.com. When you enter that web address, you will be prompted to enter your login information. Enter your email address and enter a correct email password and click Next. Now, if you are a frequent user of that computer, sometimes your information is stored and you do not necessarily have to enter the address. However, if you're new to that computer, you can easily click Use Another Account. And then from there, you would be able to enter an accurate email address and password. By entering the correct information, it will bring you to what we call the Gmail interface. This is also known as your inbox, and you can kind of think of this as your home. Here you are able to see who has sent you emails with the topics of what they have sent you. You're also able to search for email. You are also able to locate the navigation panel, which I will talk about a little bit later, where you can also find your labels. So this is basically like your home. Again, we call this the Gmail interface. Next, I want to talk about how do I receive an email. If somebody sent you an email, what do I need to look out for? In my inbox, I will see there are different emails, and you will notice that the bold emails indicate that they have not been read, and the ones that are not in bold indicate that they have been read. So step 1 would be to click on the email you wish to read. Step 2, read your email. Now, step 3, you can decide, well, do I want to reply to this email or forward it to someone? And then from there, that's how you were able to receive an email and locate that email. Next, how do I send an email? If I wanted to send an email to someone, what do I need to do? I will locate the Compose button in the left-hand navigation panel. I will click Compose. And from there, step 2, a little box will appear in the right bottom corner. I want to identify my recipient. In this case, it's Frankie Indalacio. Step 3, I want to give it a subject. That way my recipient knows, or the person I'm sending this to knows what this is about. And then step 3, I'm going to click in the box and type my message. And then from there, step 5 would be to click Send. All right, next we're going to move on to creating groups. How do I create a group? Say, for example, you wanted to email a group of people that you frequently email, or you have groups of people that you send mass emails to. Or say I have a particular period that I want to send emails to. How do I group these students or people so that I can easily type in one address and it will include everyone automatically? You can create groups by accessing your contacts by clicking on the waffle. We call this the waffle, okay? And then it'll drop down and you will see contacts. From here, you are able to search for people using your directory. And the beauty of the directory is that it includes all the people in the GDOE database. This includes your students as well. So you can type in a name that you can search up for, and then you can click on the person you would like to add as your contacts. Again, so you would group these people based on whether or not it's like your group of students or perhaps like a leadership team or maybe a interdisciplinary team or a content team, and that way this makes it easier on you for sending emails. Okay, well, after I've identified who I want in the groups, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the action buttons up here, and you're going to create a label. Okay, so you would click on the label, and then the drop-down menu would show you the different types of labels you've created, and then you're going to click create label. In this case, I've added some people, and I've titled this as Google Training number 3. Now, what happens if I want to email this group? I do not want to sit there and enter everybody's email address. What I want to do is I just want to enter that one label that I've created, this group that I've created, so that I can email them only through this one particular email address. I type in, and I said earlier, Google Training number 3. Go ahead and type it in, and it automatically picks it up. This email address will include everybody that I have grouped in that particular group. Enter it, and then again, send my email by including a subject and my message and hitting send. Again, go ahead and use that for yourself when you are emailing a group of people, a group of students, colleagues. This is helpful, and it also saves a lot of time. Locating spam mail. So we wanted to point this out as a way for you to go through your different parts of your inbox to ensure that you have checked every part of your inbox to make sure that you have received or not received an email, right? And so it's always important to check your spam mail, as sometimes things incidentally happen to land in these spam folders, and so it's important for you to look through your spam mail. And how do I access my spam mail? You can go ahead and look in your navigation panel, and you'll identify spam as one of the folders. And you can click it, and then it'll show you some emails that land in here. Organizing my inbox. Now, because of this time, we also know that we're going to be receiving an influx of emails. Now, how do I manage my inbox so that I'm not all over the place? I don't also want to see a bunch of emails in my inbox. I kind of want to organize them using labels, right? And so I want you to imagine labels like folders, right? And so what you do with these labels is you would give them a name, and then you can locate them in your navigation panel, and it'll help you to stay organized. Now, how do I create a label? You're gonna, again, step 1, create your new label, finding that in your navigation panel. Step 2 will be to give it a name and hit create. In this case, I titled this as third period. And the cool thing about this also is you can get creative, and you are able to customize your labels, and Gmail allows you different ways to customize them, and that way you're able to differentiate the different labels or folders. Okay. Step 3, locate your label in the left-hand navigation panel. So once you automatically create the label, you will see them in your left-hand navigation panel when you're looking at your Gmail interface. Assigning an email and label. Now, what happens if all these emails here in my inbox are just there, and I want to put them in the folders that I created, or the labels that I created? What you would do is, step 1, click the box of the email you wish to place in a label. So I would click one of these boxes, and in this case, I click the email from Frankie. Then from there, what I'm going to do is select the label. So I'm going to go to my action buttons and click on the label, and then select what label I want this email to go to. And here I sent it to trainings. And then from there, it sent it automatically. And again, what I can do is go to my navigation panel, Go to the trainings label or folder, click it, and then I will see Frankie's email. Thank you. That wraps up our tutorial on Google Email Basics. If you have any questions, email me at tjbeneventi@gdoe.net. Stay safe and take care.